you are watching me from. Now me, una sister, una friend, una girl, una pikin, anyone you call me, I did there for you, children's bright life with Lady T. For this our channel, na tori with the talk and na pidgin English with the knack our tori for here. We're not just here to talk, but if you share this video, I believe together we will help someone today. So my people, una don't see the title and this story, this lady don't contact me since last year. She don't explain everything to me to let me know say see wetin dey happen that her baby the husband is sell am for Oyinbo people. But anyway, and just once una lis ten to this her voice record, e dey very long. Take your time to lis ten, and wetin you think, you go leave your comment for down there. But this video, I'm not sure say e go finish for this part here. I believe say there are more to this video, but more play the voice record, then we'll come back to the rest of the story.
Hello, ma. Like I said, my name is Sandra from Ovia Northeast. I met my husband when I was around 2023. I did Benejo University Teaching Hospital, do my school of nursing. So he was a friend to my eldest brother, Victor, who lives in Sweden. He has been a friend of the family for years. So he went to see my brother in Sweden to pay him a visit, and he saw my picture there. So who is this? Who is the that one saying my younger sister, their last born? Say, I like him, will you give me? That was how the story began. So to cut the whole thing short, he came to Nigeria. He called me, took my picture there, and my phone number from him, took my picture. That same picture, collected it from my brother. He called me and he promised to come to Nigeria, which he did. So the relationship started then. I think 2008 or so. So while we're dating, the brothers were in the house, everything was going on well. He comes to Nigeria twice. I don't live in his house then. Comes to Nigeria twice a year. Whenever he's around, I'm there. Sometimes when he's not around, he asks me to go to the house. Just to like feel at home. Be around, not only when he's around that I'll be there. So I'll go there. Everything that the woman would do, that's what I was doing for him. Then 2010, 2 years after, started planning for our marriage. Met with my dad, he called his family members, he told his brothers and all. For that period, I lost my elder brother in Italy, had an accident and eventually died. So the marriage did not hold because the family was like in a sad situation then. A lot of things happened. Then after that, I called him and I told him, this is a situation of things. I've had series of miscarriages for him. He said I shouldn't worry, that the marriage can stay. I said, no, my pa is not in a good mood now. He said, okay, I just told him, let's keep calm and see how it goes. So it was in that process, the younger brother that built the house told him he was getting married. So like he told me that he does not want, as long as he's not married, does not want his younger brothers to get married. He's been working, making money for the family. Why would the brother get married? So that is what happened. Before you know it, he had issues with his brother that got married. So that one was pregnant. So according to my husband, he said the brother's wife had a miscarriage. So everybody was not tagging him that he's the wizard that caused the miscarriage because he does not have a wife, does not want to get married, does not have a child, so he doesn't want the brother to also have. So that everybody, they did something and they said that he is responsible for the brother to have a miscarriage. So because they called him a wizard, that is an evil man, ritualist or something, he asked the brother to move out of his house. The brother moved out of his house. The house was there. After a while, he had somebody else to move into the house, which is one man, Mr. Shaba.
Thank you for joining.
So after some time, the man got married and took his wife to that house. Immediately the woman delivered in that house, he asked the woman to move out of the house. The woman moved out of the house. So he now called me to move into the house. I said, no, I cannot move into your house because We are not properly married.
Thank
He
you.
was angry with me. We had issues. So for that period, we cut off. So when he eventually contacted again, I now told him that I heard that he was dating a woman over there. He said he's not dating a woman, that they are just friends. I said, okay. So we are still communicating. Then 2016, January, he came. That he was ready for the marriage, he was ready for everything. And I said, I cannot move into your house when we are not properly married. He met with my mom. He tried to force me to. So I said, no. Ask your brother. He said the house is there. The house is depreciating. Everything is going bad. I said, okay, ask your brother, your last born, to go into your house. He's married, but he has not given birth. So they can be living there. Because me, as a single lady, I cannot go and be living there when you've not paid my bride price. Even at that, I cannot stay there alone. You know, these Benin people, how they behave, their mentality that a woman is coming to eat their brother's money. Yeah, she's not the one that is responsible for their brother not giving them. You know, all these things. I said no. Before you know it, he discussed with the last one, asked him to move into the house. Shortly, that one gave birth there. After the boy delivered,
so much.
He called me one day and said he wants to sell the house. I said, why? He said because the brother was always asking money. If they want to pay NEPA bill, the brother will call him. If they want to fix the house, the brother will call him. Anything they want to do that. If I should go to the house, I don't go there all the time. If I should go now, see that the compound is not like a forest. The house is bad. Everything has destroyed. They kept asking for money. And I told him that, hey, guy, you cannot sell this house. If you even buy land now, people will drag you with you. Let alone look at the time they took in developing that house, building the house, and all. You can't sell the house. He said he cannot spend money on that. I said, okay, don't worry. When I go to the house, I will renovate, I will see. Let me use my money to put it in order. I will renovate it. Then if you like it, send me money. Return my money back. But if you don't like, you still want to sell your house, sell. And I said I should go to I went there, saw the younger brother. I checked the things around. The place was really, really bad. Big trees inside the compound. Everywhere going bad. And I said, well, I will start working in the house. I started renovating. Immediately I started renovating, the brother was making trouble. Fighting, reporting me to the mother, to the sister that the house that is staying, the brother is bringing money for. The other brother is bringing money for me to renovate the house. I'm eating their brother's money. The fight, it was tough. Out of annoyance, he asked the brother to move out of the house again. Before you know it, he involved the police officer. He involved the Professor Saleh. He asked me to go and see him, which I did. 2016, I think around August or September, they declared the brother wanted by Professor Saleh in crime wash. And when the brother was leaving, they packed all his properties from top to bottom. So I told him to leave him. He said, no, that if the brother used his gun, the brother stole his gun, that the brother used his gun to kill somebody, they will come and hold him. I was no longer comfortable. I tried to talk to him to make peace with his family. He said no, that they want to kill him because they are fighting for his properties. They want to take his properties from him. That the half brother is running mad abroad. What the stepmother did to make him run mad now affected the woman's son. So he is running away from his family. That he has warned me that I should take orders from him. If I go to the family and anything I say, I should take it. I should stay clear from them. But I was not really comfortable, you know. So my father tried to call him and talk to him. He didn't listen to my father.
You're welcome.
There was even a day told my father over his dead body. My father now told him that I cannot have a son that will come to Nigeria. You will see me, but you will not go and see your father. It's not done. You come here to visit me. But your father, you don't see your father, you don't see your mother, you don't send money to them. When I now noticed that, sometimes I will give the father money. There was even on one occasion, I gave the father 100,000 from my own pocket. He warned me seriously that I shouldn't try it again, that I cannot do what he has done for his family, and they are evil. I should stay clear from them. If you know you are ready to marry, you want to have a child, stay clear from my family. I did that. Then 2017 January, he came to Nigeria. He met my dad, he wants me to move to the house. My father said, no, you've not married her properly. When you marry her, she'll move into your house. Then, my father said, okay, he said he does not have a family. He has disowned his father. He has disowned his mother. He does not have anybody. To the extent he said that to him, the family, they are dead. He changed, he does not even answer the family name because his name is Emmanuel Balogba from Upper. He's an Upper boy. But when he got there, he changed his name to Kelvin Uyi Martins. That's what he answers. But his family name in Benin is Emmanuel Balogba from Upper. At the end of the day, it came January 2017. My father now said, if you are saying you don't have a family, you don't have anybody, you should have an extended family, you should have friends. I should know somebody with you. He came with a few of his friends and some relatives. They did an informal introduction. My father advised me and told him, you have been in a family for close to 20 years. You are like a son to me. Just that you don't take my advice when I advise you. But if this is what my daughter says she wants, it's okay. So at the end of the day, he was trying to make the marriage plan, and I told him I want to have a child first. He said no problem. My father said no problem. If that's what I want. So that 2017 January, I took him. When I took him, I lost the pregnancy. A few weeks after. Oh, it felt so bad. Then June again, it came, 2017. I had a pregnancy for like 8 weeks, about 8 weeks pregnancy. I was sleeping one night. I had a hit on my stomach, like somebody hit me on my stomach. That was when I started bleeding. The following morning, I was rushed to the hospital, Irowa Hospital off Sapler Road. I was admitted for almost 2 weeks. I bled. Eventually, I lost the pregnancy. So that 2017, I told me to, why don't you try and take a break, go for holiday and all. I said, well, he said, well, this girl, Mina, that's that lady that lives with him in the house.
Oyinbo woman. Why not constant?
So, I know it, when I even heard that he was dating this girl, I said, no, the girl is not his wife, that they're friends. At the time, I even explained the story of the girl, that the girl was married to one Korean guy in Denmark, that they had issues. We were always fighting, so they were filing a divorce. So since the guy is his friend, he had to get to move in with him. They're just living together. The guy is also helping him to pay bills. Her name is Mina, that Korean girl. I said, no problem. He swore to his father and his mother that they are not married. I said, no problem. Then he now told me that this lady, before then, me and the girl will talk on phone. The girl knows I live in his house, that I'm his wife. She knows very well. Because sometimes when my husband is in Nigeria, at night, she calls. She will even ask him to give me the phone to say hello. Oh, that she's alone in the house, she's missing him and all of that. I took it as normal. So I was not making materials, even native. I would make native, I would send to the girl. Sometimes I would even get this our salt leaf, grind it and make herbs.
Sorry, I'm not
send to the girl because it told me that. Like I said, my name was sick, she had cancer. I felt really bad. So, said the girl does not have a child. She has lost her womb, blah, 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 blah. Like he's just assisting, and the government is even paying him for taking care of the girl. So I was even encouraging him, please, take care of her, don't worry. Even if she does not have a child, at least she should have a life. Whatever I knew that I would send to them to assist them, I was sending it to them in Denmark. So, he now said that the girl would love to see me, that I should come over. That what they are going to do, they are going to join accounts together and send me invitation to come. So which they did. When they did that, I applied, but the visa was denied. 2018, February or March. So my husband, I think around February, my husband had told me that I should, since I applied and they denied me, that I should come to Tanzania, that the girl lady wants to see me. So I told them, why don't you bring the lady to Nigeria? This is not the first time you are bringing people to Nigeria, white men, guys, your co-workers, your friends, girls and boys. You bring them to Nigeria. I see them even while I was in school. Why don't you bring her? Said does not want the lady to come to Nigeria. When the lady comes to Nigeria, the lady will see the kind of house he has, a big house. The lady will go back to Denmark and start saying that he has money, and he gets story here, story there. I said, well, no problem. If you're asking me to come to Tanzania, you also look like, I'm bored in the house, I'm alone. It looks like kind of a holiday. Let me just go. So he now called the one guy in Abuja, Igbino Saulai. He called him that the boy should give me a visa. He got me a visa, I bought a ticket, that he wants the wife to come and visit. That was where I went to Tanzania. When I went to Tanzania, Zanzibar, I didn't take Panadol one day. I didn't go to the hospital. I didn't do Surrogate, I didn't sign any paper. I didn't go to any hospital. I didn't sign any paper with the girl at all.
So you know, sign paper with white.
You understand? So I went to Tanzania. I met the girl. No, it was okay. We stayed in the same hotel, different rooms. My husband was coming to my room. He sleeps in my room. Sometimes I would tell him, this guy came to Nigeria for holiday. You're supposed to take her around, be with her at the time. She's sick. You don't even need to be with me. I understand. She's a friend. She came and said, no, but I'm his wife. I said, it doesn't matter. You understand? She wants to see Africa. You're supposed to be by her. Even sometimes me and the girl will be at the beach. I'm always with the girl, trying to make her comfortable, because I felt really sad for her. We went out. We took pictures together. We went to the beach. Right before the girl, I heard my husband would do things together before the girl.
You
understand? The girl never raised highbrow one day like, he's my husband. The girl never questioned me one day. The girl never say anything like for me to suspect that she's married to my husband. Then he has not even paid my bride price. It was not my husband, but my boyfriend then. So, well, okay. It's not the first time. So to me, I feel if the girl did not complain, is it me that will not be complaining that why would the girl go close or something? No. Everything. That was a picture I took with the girl in Zanzibar. It was a picture I took with her. And my husband is not showing that I said I would give the girl my son. So I spent about 8-10 days. I told them I was leaving. And my husband said, you're missing home. Don't worry, I'll be coming to Nigeria by June. And I said, okay. I left Zanzibar in April. 3 months after in June, my husband came to Nigeria. And I took him again, the 3rd pregnancy. So when I took him, he told me not to worry. I stopped working. I was working in the hospital, private hospital, as we were there. He asked me to stop working, that I shouldn't worry. I should relax. We are trying to have babies, so you don't have to stress yourself. I was really in the house because whenever I stress myself, the pregnancy just goes. So that was what happened. And at the end of the day, he came. I took him. I was there in the house, and all. Then in January 2019, 2018 December. Before then, I did the scan. I told me and my husband would beg. Said I was going to give birth to a girl. I said a boy. He said if I give birth to a boy, he's going to buy me a car. I said no problem. Then I really gave birth to. When I did the scan, it was a boy. I called him and I was screaming. He said, don't worry, I'll get you a car. I said, please, I don't want a big car. I want a small car. I said, don't worry. In November, I said he got a check car in America. He bought the car and sent to me. So in January, the car got to Benin. When the car got to Benin, I asked him to give the guy about 1 million naira to clear and to buy some parts to fix in the car. So that same January, he came to Nigeria. So when he came, everything was okay. Then in March 16th, he spent about 8-10 days when he came in January. So in March 16th, I put to bed, March 2019, 16th. I had my baby boy. So Onwe, his name is Onwe. Onwe you give. So after that, a few months after, he asked me to go and do his passport that he wanted us to come over. And I said, okay. So he sent his consent to me. I went to apply for Nigeria passport. He said, what if he comes to take the baby? I said, come to take the baby for what? He said, no, it's both of us. Because since me, I don't really like abroad like that. He wants us to come over, we'll have a passport, and we'll go back to Nigeria. I said, okay. He now sent me the form. When he came in on some, I think he came in September, August. No, he came in September. Well, before that September, we went to the Danish embassy to apply for a visa. Myself and my son, that was the paper I sent to you. So when I applied for the visa, myself and my son, I gave them money to return the passport through DHL. Anyway, before then, when I moved into his house in 2017, he was sending money now to renovate his house, which I really did. Cut off the big trees in the house, renovated, I painted the house, I floored granite, everything. There's pictures to it. So when we now applied for the visa, we came to Benin. While they were returning the passport, my son's passport was removed. That is where I want the world to help me ask the Danish embassy. If somebody applies for a visa, if you don't give a visa, you return the passport. But the Danish embassy returned my passport and seized my son's passport. So I called my husband and said, Daddy, this is what happened. But they sent a letter as in a document that my son was denied, I was denied. But they didn't put my son's passport. They kept it with them. So I called him. He said he does not know what is happening. But his friend told him that they did the same thing to him one time. So he now had to go and take a lawyer over there to fight for the passport to be released. And they now released it with the visa. So the way it is now, probably because you apply with your father's name on your passport, that is why they didn't give. You applied as the boy's mother and the boy's father, but you didn't put my name as my wife. That is why they denied you. Don't worry, let's fight for this boy's own. Immediately they give to the boy. As soon as the boy gets, I will now use the boy's own to work for you since you are the mother. Now, but meanwhile, you are going to do a DNA. You are going to give me a consent to take the baby. And I said, no problem. I live in his house. I buy the property for him. Everything was going on well. Even if it was the way he really treated me badly, but to me, I was feeling pity for him. That he said the family want to kill him, that they don't want him to marry, they don't want him to have a child. He's an old man, they don't want him to have a child. I was doing everything for him. But I didn't know that they have already told my husband that this woman has a short time to live. She had cancer, she's going to die. So my husband was doing everything possible to make sure that he collects my baby, to get that woman's properties and life insurance. I never knew. The rush was too much. The rush was too much. Like, hey, I'm the man of the house. You don't listen to me. Anything I want to do is for the betterment of you. And this child was talking and talking. I said, okay, maybe this man really mean well. You understand? But I didn't know that he used me to have a child and to use the Korean woman to get her wealth. I never knew, to acquire her properties and life insurance and money and everything. So when after they now asked me to go for we're not planning for a traditional marriage for 2020 because I told them I want to have a child first. The marriage was slated for April 4th, 2020. Said the father was asking for money, and not until he buys him a car, he cannot attend the marriage, and he has not been taking care of the father. Meanwhile, when I had a baby, me and him were driving along Ring Road one day. The father called me, said, Madam, have you gone to join your husband? I said, no, I greeted him. He said, I want to report your husband. Your husband is not taking care of him. I want to start laying a curse on your husband. And when I lay a curse on your husband, it will get to you. And I said, God forbid, the curse will not get to me. You can lay a curse on your son. You don't know how they get back to me. He said that he had that my husband got my father. I said, God, for my father is a businessman. My father has his own money. My father is not a father that will be stressing his children for money. We sit at home, the children not giving money to each other. He said, no, that's not it. That he's just saying it. Even if he gives my father money, he's his father-in-law, he can give him anything. But I said, but then, so that you people will not start doing things that you're not supposed to do, thinking my father is eating your son's money. So my husband was there. So next thing, my husband took the phone, got to the house, started insulting the father. You are a bad father. You are wicked. You are heartless. You didn't take care of me, but you want to enjoy my money. I will come there. I will kill you and all of that. My mother was in the house who came to take care of me when I had the baby. My mother was begging him, this is your father. You don't say this about your father. He said, no, it's his grandmother that took care of him. These people, they want to kill him. They want to take his properties. Look at his age. He's almost 50. He does not have a child. He does not have a wife. Now that he wants to settle down to have a wife, they don't want him to have peace. And I told him it's okay. I tried to make peace. There was even a time I took my own hard-earned money, 100,000 that I gave to the father. This is how I would send money to him sometimes, recharge card, But I did all of that, trying to make peace. Even when I had a baby, the father did not come, the mother did not come. The siblings, apart from the younger sister and her husband, who is a pastor that came, they didn't come. They say, can't you see that they are wicked? They are wicked, they are evil. If you don't stay clear from me, they kill you and your child. You're on your own. They will kill you and they will kill your child. Me that is not even a member of the family. Is it me that will not stay when the son is running away from them? That was I stayed away. I was in my husband's house. Then 2020 for the marriage, because of COVID, he couldn't come for the marriage. The marriage did not hold. My father was asking that he doesn't want anybody to represent, they want him to be there. So my husband had told me not to worry that 2021 January, when everything has gone down, he promised to come. I said, no problem. Then in 2021 January, meanwhile before then, my husband asked me to go to the Danish embassy Abuja for a DNA. That for him to be able to work my son's visa and my visa, that I have to do a DNA test. So that as soon as it's his own, he will do his own over there. I will do my own, my son's own here. So he is going to, through him, my son will have a passport, Danish passport, visa, or whatever. Then through my son, I will have my own. That I shouldn't worry. That is why he's asking me to do a DNA test. I booked a ticket. He said, no, the airport is not opened. You cannot take a flight. He was rushing me. Go tomorrow. Go and do this. Go and do that. Shout and shout and shout. I said, no problem. I went to the embassy in Abuja. I did my DNA. My son did. And I called him that they didn't send me the result. He said they sent him the result over there. I noticed that after doing the DNA, he called me, said I should go and meet the lawyer to give a consent to him. And these are the documents he's going to use over there. And I told him that I cannot give you a consent. This is not your son. Take your son. He said no, that the embassy, the airport said they would disturb him at the airport, that he cannot take that baby. It's a baby. And he cannot take the baby when I didn't give a consent or custody. It's that custody we used to fight those documents. My lawyer was trying to stop me from doing it. I said, this is a man that I live in his house. He's my husband. Do you understand? I've known him for 15 years, so I don't think he's an old man. An old man do this? The lawyer said, you don't know these people in Europe. I said, well, sir, I want to do it. I wrote the consent and sent the soft copy to him. He said, no, that's not it. So the lawyer now told me, Parker, you write it the way you want us to do it here. So he now drafted the thing that I'm giving for paying full custody, blah, blah, I'm the mother of the child. Then he stated that I'm the mother of the child. He's the mother of the child, and I'm giving him custody. And I said, he sent it, and I gave to the lawyer. He said I have to go and sign in the courts and send it to him. It's not the custody I give him. I not send my picking. So I did everything he asked me to do. Then the lawyer even signed it, put his seal. We now send the soft copy we sent to him. Then after the DNA in 2020, everything was still going well. We're communicating. So I was not following up with people that the embassy because of the passport. Then January that he was supposed to come, I lost my father, January 15th. Then during that period, they returned the boy's passport. The passport that was seized 2019 August 14, my son's passport that was kept. I want the world to help me ask the Danish embassy why my son's passport was kept with them from 2019 to 2021. Mine was released. Even if I didn't apply as his wife, but I applied as the boy's mother. Why will you give a baby's passport without a visa, without the mother? I want the world to raise it and ask the embassy. I don't know what happened there.
They give picking visa, they not give wife.
You understand? Visa. So at the end of the day, we now signed it. When they found my son's passport, my husband called me, asked me to take a picture of it. I should scan it and send to him. That he's using it over there to process our papers. So I snapped and I sent to him. So as we were preparing for my father's burial in April, the family asked him to come and pay the bride price. You cannot be living in the man's house.
Okay.
You have a child for a man, and the man has not paid your bride price. Before this burial, the man will need to come and pay your bride price. I called my husband. Hey, you know the situation I have with my family, situation I have with my siblings. I cannot attend the marriage now and attend your father's burial in April. And since the marriage was not, is not going to be big again like we planned. Meanwhile, before then, we've sold materials at Shebi. We've done souvenirs. We booked for a tent we're going to use at the Eclipse Event Center. We paid for almost everything. And since the marriage is not going to be big again, so we can just send some of the family members. I said, send them. Say, but you cannot send his immediate family. I said, but I discussed with my uncle. My uncle said, even if he said he has disowned his father and his mother, does that mean he does not have anybody at all to represent him? And even if it's 5 to 10 persons, let them come. We know that we will call him and put it on speaker. We know that we are giving this man a daughter to this man. He said, okay, I shouldn't worry. He said that even one of his friends, one Matthew Giamie, who testified on the newspaper that is a lie, that is just party they went to. That Matthew Giamie is in Lagos and some others, they will come to Benin and attend. This is the Matthew Giamie that comes to the people that I cook for in the house. So the man actually came, marriage was fixed. Some of his friends in Denmark, and I can recall one chat, he sent me money by almost 70,000 naira to assist me during the marriage. Everything went well. We did our traditional marriage. They called him and tried to put him on speaker to talk to him. If you watch the video, you will see where they were talking to him, asking him questions. So they did everything well that very day. Matthew Giamie was there. He even spoke if you watch the video. So at the end of the day, my father's burial was April. My husband came. He came the very day of the dance, April 12th. I said, that is not what you said. That's not your promise. He said, yes, he got to Lagos, but his flight then delayed. He couldn't come. Blah, 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 blah. He gave the story here, gave the story there. Meanwhile, the father called me to bring invitation to them. I took almost 10 cards to the father. When I got there, I gave a promise. I had a voice record, conversation between me and his father. The father now promised that they will come. But when he now came to Nigeria, my husband said, did my father and my family came? I said, no. He said, you see that they are witches and wizards. They are very wicked. That is why I said you should run away from them. My father is trying to make money from me. He said, because I didn't give him money, we not come. Why should I send money to them? I said, there's no problem. The burial has been done. So I called the father. The father said he would have come because of me. But the other children said, the son that has not been taking care of him, giving him money. Even when he did his marriage, he said he has disowned them. He's in the burial, they will not attend and they will not go. I said, no problem. I just want to call to know if you are okay. He said, it's okay. Everything is okay. I said, fine. Then at the end of the day, it stayed about 8-10 days. I followed them to the airport. Then that was how it took my son away. And I should go and get my transcript from school, get everything ready that I'm going to apply. As soon as my child gets to Denmark, that Danish government don't joke with mother and child. They don't joke with them. And I should come over. I said, yes, no problem. So as soon as I got there, whenever I'm buying property, if I have any money with me, free money, I will make a deposit. And I'll tell him this is the property I'm buying. He said, okay, don't worry, I'll send you money. As I'm buying all the properties, I will put his name. Even if I'm buying his slippers, I have never put my name on any properties. I'll put his name on the property and I will send it. I will send him the documents. If he's around some of them, I'll give it to him. As I'm buying the landed property, I'm doing a CFO, I'm putting his name. Because I wanted him to know that everybody is not the same. I'm not out for whatever you have or for your money. He does not even have any property apart from that house he built. That was why I stood against it. That don't sell the house. You don't know what Europe will be tomorrow. People are just running. Nigeria is not a country, but you don't know what tomorrow will bring. I stood on my ground. I shouldn't sell the property. That has been that. So as soon as he took the baby there, he now asked me that, you said you'd make a deposit for one landed property in your community. I said, yes. He said, okay, I'm going to send it. Before then, he sent $1,500 for the marriage, the money I spent for the marriage. Because we already done most of the things before. Then, when he now got it, 3 days after, he sent me $3,000 that I should change it, pay a deposit of 600,000 naira for the landed property I bought. Then, the remaining one, the money I said I spent for the burial, say if I have extra, I should just need to put a block around the plot. I said, no problem. So at the end of the day, I couldn't do the block. 3 days after, my husband blocked me off. I tried to call him, I couldn't reach him. I would call him, he will not pick. I would call him direct, he will not pick. I would call him WhatsApp, he will not pick. I would send him a message, he will not reply. By that period, it came, April 2021. I took him again, the fourth pregnancy again. So when I was not anxious, the stress, the stress of not hearing from them, the anxiety and all, And I lost the pregnancy, which he was already aware that I was pregnant. So I told him that I took him, but this is a situation that happened. I've been bleeding. I've been trying to reach you. This is unlike you. I cannot reach you. He now dropped a message that I have problem with Mina and government. So I was not thinking that because he took the boy there, the lady was not happy. You understand? Probably what he has been doing, he was not able to do it again. The boy is not there and all. The boy is stressing him. And, that was the conversation. And I said, please take care of Mina, take care of Owen. I know you'll be doing it. I know you're going through stress, blah, blah, blah. Just to encourage him. Maybe after that, this guy blocked me off. I didn't hear from him again. I was like almost running mad. I started contacting his friends. Somebody now called me from Denmark and told me the truth that Kevin is not bringing this child for you again. Kevin used you to have a baby, adopted a child to the Korean woman over there, that they have changed a lot of documents over there. That the custody I gave to him from the court, he used it to do a kind of a surrogate, that he had been showing to people that his Korean woman, Korean wife, bought the baby, paid for it. Initially, it was like I was running mad and I didn't believe that things like this will happen. I could not go to my family to say that this is what my husband did to me. Shortly after that, my lawyer called me after 5 months. He blocked me off and said, Sandra, I want to see you. I went to him. He said that my husband called him and said that Sandra is not, she's sick or she's running mad, which he was trying to use initially. And it did not work for him. And Sandra is running mad. I said, no, what happened? And I told him that this is the story. He said your husband called that you lost your father, you lost the pregnancy and took your son. Because of that, you are now running mad. I said, me. So I now told the lawyer everything that happened. The lawyer was not like, you may be going through all this and you did not tell me. I did the consent for your husband to take that baby, whether custody or not. And if things have gone this way, you should have told me as a lawyer, then we will know what to do. Do you understand? So at the end of the day, we started discussing on how to go about it. So the lawyer now said that, okay, if that's the case, even if you gave a custody or consent as the mother, the baby is minor, you didn't sell your child, you have the right to demand for your child. You have the right to tell him to bring back your child as the mother. And I said, no problems about this is a family issue. Let me still give him time. So to not look at say something happened within 4 or 5 months, and this is what is happening. You understand? And I've started going to social media, reporting to the police and all. You understand? So I told the lawyer to give time. I told the lawyer to give time that everything will be fine. We now waited. The family members started communicating, trying to talk to him that what he was doing was bad and all. So he now lied and said that, and whenever he calls me, I insult him. That is why I said, I can't insult my husband. For 15 years, I have never insulted Kelvin. The last time he called me was when I insulted him. That was in, I think, last month. That was the first time of my life that I insulted when I called him a bastard. Do you understand? I don't raise my head to look at this man. Whenever anything he asks me to do, I do. If he talks, I will say, yes, sir. Do this, I will say, yes. I'm your husband. Anything he asks me to do, you should do. I will say, yes, sir. So when he now called one day, I said, what have I done to you? You took my child, forced me to sign documents for you. You blocked me off. What have I done? How have I wronged you? You're almost 50 years, you don't have a child. I married you because I've known you for long. That was why I married you. I had a child for you. Have I done wrong for giving you a name as a father? Why didn't you have a child over there since? Why didn't the Korean woman give you a child? And you are not telling people showing document that the Korean woman is the mother of my son. Somebody does not have a womb. For 4 pregnancies, that's the only boy I got. What have I done to you? He said, yes, you are my wife. I put you in the house. Anything I ask you to do, you should do. There are people that don't even have a house. They will marry a woman. The woman will still stay there. For 10 years, the woman will be there and be saying that anytime my husband comes, my husband will meet me there. I told him, God forbid, if you are expecting my case to be like that, to destroy my life, that I'll be waiting for you for 10 years. It is not done. All I want is my son. Bring back my baby. I need my baby back. That was when he blocked me off completely. December again, one day he called me, December 2021. He put a video camera to my son. And I called him, oh, how are you? The next thing my son told me is, hello, auntie. So I said to my son, I am not your auntie, I am your mother. He looked at me and said, mommy? I said, yeah, it's me, mommy. I am not your mother. My husband was sitting right there because he has already told my son, introducing another woman to him as his mother. That was when I now picked up and like, the world will hear this. But again, I spoke with one of his friends in UK. The man told me, no matter what, he paid your bride price is your husband. Don't worry. Give him time for the boy to have passport. You people were not quarreling before, but now that it's like this, let the boy have his passport. Everything will be okay. We'll know what to go, how to go about it, or what to do. And I said, okay. January 2022, my son got a passport. People started calling from Denmark. There's a lady, even when he's communicating with them, they record him and send me the voice record. It was the lady that told me first that my husband is not bringing the boy to Nigeria again, that everything has changed. So I said, really? She said, yeah. I said, okay, let's see how it goes. So the lady now told me that the boy has gotten a passport, that he's just trying to be updating me. She's trying to be updating me on what is going on over there. In case there's anything I need to do, I should do. So I said, no problem. Then February 2022, the friend came to my house, called him and put it on speaker and was telling him that, guy, this thing you're doing is not fair. If we, men that live in Europe, we have this kind of a woman in Nigeria, we will not be suffering. A woman that will buy property and put your name, a woman that stood for you and fought your entire family because of you. She took insults. Community fight is this woman, everything is this woman. You have never come and said that, oh, she ate your money, you asked her to do something she didn't do. She respects you a lot. Then the next thing he told his friend, my brother, I beg, that woman, she too wise. The woman too wise, she too get sense, I beg. I know they carry her enter abroad. I never carry her enter abroad, now see what she dey do. Once I carry her enter abroad, now only God know what she go do. I beg, I know carry her enter. The woman don't dey pray, make the woman run mad, the woman no gree run mad. I was sitting down there, my mother was sitting down there. Those were his statements. The man said that this is wickedness. You don't do this. The woman that had a child for you said you are praying for her to run mad. I was crying. The man asked me to calm down. It was done on me. So the man asked him, where is the boy? He said the boy is inside. He has passport now. They are preparing for his 3 years birthday. The man said, really? He said, yes. So 4 days before that birthday, the Korean woman died in his house. When the Korean woman also died in his house, they also called me. His sister came from Korea, the younger sister, and discovered that the family gold that the woman was having, my husband stole it. Most of the thing, before the sister came from Korea to Denmark, my husband took most of this woman's property that they were battling there. My husband was not parading this child as the woman's child, which is not the woman's child. So showing them fake documents and all. At the end of the day, some persons, they said they would be caught insulting the mother of the child. This boy fell rich, mama, they sell him, mama, will you give him out? So I was able to get some of their contacts and I called them and told them that I did not sell my child. This is what happened. One lady was screaming and said that I should wait. My son is 18 years, my son will look for me. So I should be waiting. So I wept and I said, no, it's not going to happen. I ran to my lawyer. We now wrote a petition to the commissioner's office, CCID. They now told me that this case is not for State CID, that is an Interpol that will handle it. They now assigned a police officer that followed me to Lagos. I went to Alagbon and I made a report. When I made the reports, they told me to drop his phone number that they are going to contact him to do the needful and bring the child back. As soon as they contacted him, there is a sister, is that sister that works with NNPC here in Warri, that has been running up and down for him, going from point A from B, sharing money everywhere, doing all manner of things for him here. Those are the people that didn't even look for me when I had a child. And I told them that the God of my ancestors, the God of my forefathers, the God of this land, the God of Benin, they will judge them at the right time. But before then, I will use law. I will not use violence, I will use law to fight them. So, when I will be in the house, my husband will send people to me to tell me to leave the house, and this, that. My things are still there. I was sick, I took a few of my properties, and I went to my father's house to stay because I was sick. My things are there, the keys are with me. And ever since, for almost 2 years, I've been paying security. Even since I got to that house, I've been the one paying security bills. I've been the one paying bills in that house. My husband does not send me money. Whenever he sends me money, we tag it as a family upkeep or family support. But at the end of the day, we use it to tell me, give this person 100,000, give this the other person, give the other person. Then use the other one to roof the house. Use the other one to plaster this. Use the other one to do things. The money will go like that. I was just thinking one day, everything will be fine in my marriage. So I kept mute. I was taking all the rubbish, all the bullshit he did to me. He harassed me, he insulted me, in fact, he humiliated me and did a lot of things to me. But I was just hoping that one day my marriage would be good. So when they contacted him from Lagos, Interpol, my husband sent them money and sent them some document that he does not know me. He met me and he got me pregnant. So I now told him that I'm suffering, I cannot take care of my child, that should come and take. So he now told me to go and do a DNA and a court order first if I really want him to take the child. That I begged him to come and take my son. That I want to do a DNA, I want to even do affidavits. That is the cost, is I'm giving him a cost study. That was all my husband told them at the Interpol. So they sent it to Nigeria. They also asked me to pay certain amount after the huge amount they took from me in Lagos. That they said they want to use for investigation. They didn't do any investigation. They took the money from me. Then they interpreted it. Then I left. So from there, I went to Abuja. I had to start all over again with a petition to the IG's office and AIG's. Then that's Interpol headquarters Abuja. That was when the investigation proper now started. They now sent a letter to the embassy. Embassy now released the letter my husband sent to them. It was because of what my husband wrote to them. That was why they denied me. They seized my son's passport. They returned my own based on the thing my husband sent to them. Because immediately we applied, they called my husband to ask him that we are coming over there. My husband sent them a letter. So based on what my husband sent to them and the embassy, that was why they denied me. They kept my son's passport from 2019 to 2021. So after spending about 5 months in Abuja, which I saw a lot of cases, even some of them, they will even do registry, traditional marriage. The women will never say anything. They will run away with the kids. 2, 1, 3. So I saw so many. I have opportunity of going to the immigrations, maybe like twice a week, 3 times a week. I saw that if they don't return babies every week, like 2, 3, that I saw. And the country they return these babies are from Sweden and Denmark. Sweden and Denmark. Sweden and Denmark. They steal children from here, adopt them to white women over there that refuse to have children. Some of these women, they don't even know where to start from. They don't know where to go. They don't even know how to cry. Some of them don't even have the financial means to even go about the case. Some of them ending up having depression. Some of them, I know about 2, 3 that even died because of this case. I saw cases in Abuja. I was like, God. They said that is what they do. Not that it doesn't happen in other countries, but the one that I saw at immigration was Sweden and Denmark. That is what they do, which I want the world to call the Danish government to order. Then ask them what is going on, because so many of our children have been taken away from us. We don't even know the roots. They don't even know the roots or where they are coming from. They don't know their roots again. So at the end of the day, after much investigation, was Interpol and asked me to investigate these whole things, saw what happened. At the end of the day, they asked me to come to Benin to come and move on with my life and start doing things while the investigation is still going on. I came in like 2 months ago. First week of when I came, he had been sending people after me to harass me. They want to collect car, they want to collect the house. I told them, fine. If you want to send people, send them. I'm waiting for you. But one thing for sure is that when you bring my son, you get your properties. I didn't sell my son. Bring my son. I'm not saying you are not the father. You are the father. The baby is minor, and baby does not know me. So when you bring my son, you have all your properties. I'll give it to you. Then he was making threats that he's going to kill me. If you want to send people after me, know the people to send. I told him I'm waiting for him. Then first week of January, he sent his lawyer and some police officers to arrest me. I asked them what the problem is. He said, until I get your area command. I didn't know that my husband had sent the area commander Sapler with money to oppress me and collect things from me. When I got there, I saw the petition. I told them that this case is in Abuja. They said they are not handling the case of adoption, that the case they are handling is the case of property. I said, no. He should bring my son and collect his properties. He said, no, if I want to fight a child custody, I should be fighting that. But this one is the property. It's his property. Even if he want to sell it, he has the right to sell. So I told the area commander that, okay, I'll give you the house key. Let me go and pack my things. I'll give you the house key. They said, no, that he will also collect my car from me. I said, no way, that will not happen. Okay, you accuse me of taking the car and taking the house. You accuse me. I'm a suspect. Why don't you charge me to court? The area commander said no, that they will not charge me to court. That she's going to settle it in her office. She has been settling case in her office, and there's nothing that cannot be handled. There's something that cannot be settled. That they will call my husband and tell him to leave some of the properties for me. Why? They will take some, then I will take some. So I should just put everything in God's hands and pray my son will always look for me. I'm the mother. I told the area commander, no way. He said, no, okay, I should bring the house key. I gave them the house key. The police officer, and I said, no, and they will not collect the house key from me again. That I should get a letter from my husband first before they will collect the house key. I said, no problem, it's good. So at the end of the day, I left. A few days after, the lawyer took unknown gunmen without the police or the court order. The lawyer took unknown gunmen, one barrister, Bankwa, Douglas. He took unknown gunmen to the house and break into my house, took people into the room, took people into the house. They said they were negotiating. So I called him and I told him, Barrister Bankwa, you break into my house. That's breaking an entry. You break into my house without my consent, without the police order, without the court order. You went to my house. He said, yes, now it's the owner of the house that asked me to do it. And I told him, thank you very much. He drove away the security man and locked up everywhere. So I had to write a petition to the AIG that the file was moved, because I know that the police officers there and the area commander, they are compromising the case. So I don't know anybody in AIG. I want this case to be properly investigated and to be charged to court. So that was how we started the whole thing, the whole process. So they invited the lawyer and they asked me to go and take a picture of it, which I did. They invited the lawyer. The lawyer refused to go to the AIG's office. Since last week, Tuesday, they invited him. Then today, again, the lawyer went to write another petition saying that I assaulted him. This is the lawyer that insulted me, calling me names at the station the other day, that I am a surrogate mother, I sold my child, prostitute. He said a lot of things. So I was screaming at the police station. The next thing he said that, the woman is assaulting me, the woman is shouting, she held my shirt. Then the area commander said, hey, I saw it now, go and write a petition and bring it. We will handle the case, we will treat it. That was what happened. So at the end of the day, they are left. The man wanted to keep me there till Monday. The lawyer, his lawyer's friends now came and said, this is oppression, you cannot oppress this woman. While we were there at the station, the lawyer would call me on video. He would call my husband on video and be recording me for my husband to say the work he paid him for, he's doing it. My husband was there in the video laughing. I didn't say a word. I was looking at them. At the end of the lawyer came to meet me that my husband asked him to sell his property and take 30% of the money. That is what he is doing. That is a professional and he's doing his job. I told him, there's no problem. If you're being a professional, if you're doing your job, you have to be very, very careful while doing your job. That is what I told them. So, at the end of the day, a few days after, the next thing the lawyer did was to take my pictures from social media. He started publishing stories, writing fake stories that my husband said does not know me. And because I went to Zanzibar, that's when I now told, if I'm giving a woman a child, will I just say verbally that I want to give you a child? Where is the document that I used to sign that I want to give you my child? Where is the document? I didn't even take Panadol in Zanzibar. I didn't go to any hospital. Where is the document? They cannot provide it. The only mistake on the document I said was giving my husband a custody. And my bride price was paid 2021. I have a video record. And I have my husband's voice record saying that you are my wife. I married you, I kept you in the house. Anything I ask you to do, you should do. That is what I want the world to listen to as well. That is his own voice record. I want the world to hear that. And again, I'm speaking this today. I'm fighting this cause today. It's not just for me alone. There are so many other women out there that are going through the same thing. They do not have money. They do not have voice. They do not have anybody to cry to or where to go to. All they want is justice. They don't know where to go.
If you are in this position,
some of them that I know that they are even going into depression. So many.
Speak up, eh?
For life, they cannot even see their child anymore. So many. Even if I gave my husband a custody, which I signed, did I also ask him to adopt my child to a Korean woman? A sick woman? Who I know that he told me that the woman had cancer. Okay, because I now know that the woman had cancer, then I will now adopt my child to the woman. Who is going to take care of my son in Denmark? I want justice to prevail. I want the truth to come out of this. I want this case to be properly investigated. I want Danish embassy to tell me why my child's passport was kept and mine was returned. That is what I want. I want justice. There are so many children taken away from us. Up to tomorrow, they don't know their roots anymore. Now, my husband is trying to sell his house at Oyinbo and run away. Like he said that he's not going to come to Nigeria again. That he has already disowned his family, that he's not coming to Nigeria again. And the baby is not coming to Nigeria again. Automatically, you are telling that I'm not going to have my child. I'm not going to see my child again. Which is not done. He has been using unknown gunmen to chase me from one corner to another. They've harassed me. They've attacked me severally. He has used boys, unknown gunmen, to attack me severally. And now he's using the lawyer against me. The lawyer is now behaving as if they told him that he's taking the matter personal, which is the defamation of character, taking my pictures from different blogs, from social media, from my Facebook. He has even hacked one of my Facebook account. The lawyer hacked it. He has taken my pictures. He has been writing stories, publishing. The journalist called me and they asked me questions. And I also told them my own side of the story. I wasn't the one that met the journalist. It was my husband. I went to the journalist. So they called me. They asked me questions. I told them what really happened. But I told them my own side of the story. So they published what my husband said and they published my own. But what they are saying that if you are the lawyer saying that the case is still under investigation, why will you pick a picture and be sharing and writing stories on it? Why will you do that? Why will you do that? So that is the situation of things. Even this morning, the lawyer has written another petition again. The same area command that my husband gave them money. The same place. So the matter is still under investigation. It's everywhere. But I want the world to please. I want this picture, this post to be shared. This voice record with between my husband and my husband said, you are my wife, I married you. I want the voice record to be shared in different blogs, on different social medias, even in Korea world. Let them know that that boy is not me and you, Martin's son. That boy is my son. I carried him for 9 months. I didn't sell my son. They didn't give me a dime for it. And I will fight this to the last drop of my blood. So I want the world to hear my voice. I want the world to ask the Danish embassy what happened when I applied for a visa. I want the world to ask the Danish government what happened. Investigation has been going on. The man is running, he's hiding in Denmark. He's refusing bringing the child to Nigeria. He did say that I adopted my child to them, or I promised them verbally that I was going to give them my child. Why is he refusing to come to Nigeria with my son? The friends have told him, take the boy back to the mother. But my husband has been traveling with that boy from place to place. He has even taken the boy to Korea to see the girl's parents. That he has brought their late daughter's grandson to visit them. As we speak, my husband with another Korean woman, which I'm going to send a picture to you now. My husband is with another Korean woman. He has gotten another Korean woman to himself in Denmark. Only God knows if that one has cancer too. I don't know. But he's with another Korean woman. So please, I want the world to rise up. To let them know that this is what they are doing. I never sold my child. If I did a surrogate, what am I doing in your house? What am I doing with your documents? Why will you call me your wife if I'm a surrogate mother? So I'm your wife and your wife will now have a child and promise to dash another woman. It's not done. Thank you very much, ma. If there is any further question, any other documents, I have it. I'll be sending it to you.
Okay, my people. Sure, you people have listened to her. This is the part 1. Tomorrow we'll continue because this is our own side of the story. Then tomorrow, the husband's side of the story, their conversation, and the calling of the relative and the lawyer, I will play that tomorrow by the special grace of God. We'll continue from, because if I say may I play all of them, we'd already done more than 1 hour here right now, and I get a lot to do now and not to get time like that. So tomorrow I'll continue from here. The one we'll play tomorrow is the husband's side, because this lady actually come meet me last year. You know, this our channel, wetin dey bother person for mind, because we no be judge, we no dey judge case for here, but this our channel is like history. People dey drop their voice records for history purpose, for someone to know what happen to them. This our channel. And wetin dey bother you for heart, maybe with this our video you can get a call from anybody that can support you. So this lady last year, she actually contacted me. See our chat last year. Let me just bring it down. Tomorrow we'll talk about the man side, because some people will say we'll not hear from the man. So when the woman contact this our sister contacts me, see all our chats. I don't know, let's say the lights they disturb. See all our chats here. Okay, now right up. She said, please try get back to me, because she don't dey call me. No, I know they pick call because a lot of call. Be chatting up on Messenger. He said don't they chat me for Messenger. I know they see am. The calls I know they see am. So he can't send me message. He can't say good morning. It is about my baby that was taken to Denmark from me by my husband and was abducted to another woman there. From Nigeria, a Benin precisely. I know you are a Benin too, and you will understand most of the conversation. I've discussed with some bloggers too. She said she does discuss with some bloggers too. I want you people to talk about it soon, that other women will be aware of what these men are doing. We prefer a call to you on WhatsApp because it is a long story. So this lady actually called me. She narrated everything to me. So I asked her, what do you want me to do now? She sent me the pictures and the conversation of him, between him and the man, and the voice record, and a lot of messages, their pictures and all that. I said, okay, what do you want me to do? You want me to bring it out on social media? She said, me, I hold on. Say me, I never bring her come out because me, I just hold on. Me, I no fit fast forward, and I no fit come dey play person record wey person no send me. I was patient. I said, okay, anytime you are ready, let me know. So you know, I lost my phone. She dey try to reach me ever since, before she come fit reach me now. She explained to me, say make I come bring this story come out, that she's ready now. That's why I bring her come out. Meanwhile, before me bring this matter come out, this matter don dey social media. Their pictures, their story, e don full everywhere. Me, I no even know sef. E don full everywhere. Say some write different bloggers, they write different story for here. See am, na be all this one. Na news carry am. All this link wey you see so, na the news link wey dey take carry am. Some say a strangle couple in fight over their son custody. Some say one woman steal her husband property. Different things. Now they just write. I try to go through all of them. Then before I call her, I say, what do you want me to do? Then she can't send me voice record, say me I play And I don't listen to the man own side, because they say na surrogate na im she do, according to some bloggers wey e carry am. For people wey no understand the meaning of surrogate na when you marry and you and your wife, your partner, una no fit born pikin, so una come dey find person wey go help una carry una pikin. So una donate una egg, but the person go carry the pregnancy. For Italy dem dey forbid am, and some European countries dem dey forbid am, but some dey accept am. Nigeria dey accept am. So if you carry the pregnancy for dem, then you born the pikin, they will pay you, or you fit do am for free. You carry the pikin give dem, that be say you don dash dem that pikin. Chikina, bye bye, business finish, everything close, because you sign contract, you understand. And most of the time dem dey do this thing with somebody wey be say na person dey bring the person come for dem, or dem no know the person, or just jam the person, say okay come, I will do am for you. And most people wey dey do this thing na people wey be say dem don get many children, people wey don get up to 3, 4, 5 children. Don say okay, I no dey born again, me I just do am for you, you understand. Unlike this lady, she never first born before, na inside 4 miscarriage, say na only this fine beautiful baby boy na come out for inside. If you see the pikin, how the pikin fine sha, very fine baby, na come out from inside. Say how she go even use only pikin wey she get take do such thing. And meanwhile their relationship is 15 years. 15 years of relationship, na dem dey do surrogate. I never understand, but I no wan more jump into conclusion, because I would like make people wey watch this video lis ten to this voice record. I would like una lis ten to the man side, because of the recording and all that. Then we will come to the conclusion of this story. For now, more we leave am like this. Una stay with me tomorrow by the special grace of God at European time, 11:30, 12 or 12:30. I don dey online. So more will play the other part then, before we shook mouth for inside this matter. For now, I'm gonna share this so that people will understand where the story for starts. But I know say there's nothing wey be say God no go fit do, because for this part wey we don lis ten now, we no be judge, but for this part wey we don lis ten now, this woman has faced a lot, because person wey be say e get one pikin, you know as e dey be na dog wey born one pikin, dem no dey near am. So person wey, if even though say dem many sef, no one dem dey throw away. How much more say one eye wey the woman get and she no dey see her pikin, e no easy for her at all. She has passed through a lot, and e say some women still dey the same, wear the same shoe with her. But I know that Lord is going to be their strength, and e no easy. Women, una know now, na know as e dey be. E no easy say only one eye wey you get, you no dey fit see am. E get as e be. You no dey fit talk to am. According to her, e get as e be. So this our sister has passed through a lot. The Lord is your strength, my lovely sister. And by the special grace of God, I believe one thing, that everything will surely be fine, you know. So my people, I go see you now tomorrow by the special grace of God. And thank you so much for watching, and bye bye.